Sure, the iPhone 15 is awesome, but who's ready for the iPhone 16? The iPhone 15's just come out and it's like, oh, that's old. Let's focus on the next one. The countdown to September 2024 is on. So here's everything we know about the forthcoming iPhone 16 and how they'll step up their game to build on the already impressive iPhone 15. With the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, Apple shook things up in a big way by introducing the action button. Are you utilizing the action button? Hit me up in the comments real quick. Let me know what your action button means to you. Now, users can customize the action button to do various operations quickly, such as opening the camera, starting a voice memo, turning on the flashlight, opening a shortcut, and more. Especially with the options for shortcuts, the possibilities that you can have with the action button are virtually endless. More buttons and a haptic transition. Some rumors suggest the iPhone 16 Pro will have the action button sit flush with the device as it transitions to solid state rather than physical buttons that we currently have on the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. Additionally, it's very likely that all models of the iPhone 16 will have a new button on the right side of the body, which also means the 5G antenna will now move to the left side to accommodate the change. This button seems to be internally called a capture button, but it's unclear what this possible new button will actually do, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Some think this new button could be for, capturing a photo in the camera app. Now, yes, you can technically use the action button if it's set to the camera app, or the volume up button to do that right now, but that works best if you have the camera module towards the bottom when holding it in a horizontal orientation. If it's a capture button for photos and placed near the bottom on the right edge of the phone that's underneath the Power/Siri button, it would be perfect for capturing selfies or snapping photos with the camera module towards the top in horizontal orientation. So that's probably the biggest use case for the new button, though perhaps it could also work like the action button as well. I mean, the action button is currently limited to only one action, so I don't see the harm in making this new button also customizable, unless Apple changes the action button to allow more than one action based on other gestures. What are they gonna do? Regardless, the idea of a new button on the iPhone 16 is kind of big news. This is big button news. Whether it might be for all iPhone 16 models or just the higher ones still is a mystery. Smaller cameras for the iPhone 16 Pro. For the past few years, Apple has given the smaller iPhone Pro models the same camera treatment as the larger Pro Max, but the iPhone 15 line broke that trend. Apple has seen a new Tetra Prism telephoto lens that allows up to 5 times optical zoom capability, but that's exclusive to the iPhone 15 Pro Max only. This could change with the iPhone 16 Pro, which is rumored to use molded glass lenses that could reduce the thickness and weight of the camera bump, whilst also increasing magnification distance. There's also the possibility that the iPhone 16 Pro display will be slightly larger, making it possible to house the 120mm telephoto camera that the iPhone 15 Pro Max uses. If the iPhone 16 Pro is indeed going to have better optical zoom capabilities next year, since a slightly larger size can house the 120mm lenses, that would be awesome. Even more optical zoom for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Some early reports suggest that while competitors like Samsung might drop the 10 times optical zoom on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, Apple may do the opposite and go from 5 times to 10 times optical zoom on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This will be made possible due to Apple using advanced molded glass lenses. This advanced molded glass could result in a smaller camera bump and increase in the optical zoom distance with what would be considered a super telephoto lens. Yeah, you heard me right. A price increase. Oh, you saw that one coming. This year, the iPhone 15 lineup cost a bit more to produce than its predecessor, the iPhone 14, and that's not super surprising given the fact that the standard iPhone 15 module uses a new color-infused matte glass back. The Pro models have titanium and the new components on the inside, like the Tetra Prism telephoto camera in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's all expensive stuff. You know that if you've bought one, because you're now broke. With this information, there's a rumor floating around that the increased production costs from this year could trickle down into the prices of the iPhone 16 lineup next year. This, of course, would not be great. Of course, cost rumors of the iPhone going up every year happens a lot. Sure, the iPhone 15 Pro Max seems like it went up this year, but that's only because Apple eliminated the 128 gig storage option for the $1,099 from the past. Now the iPhone 15 Pro Max starts at $1,199 for the 256 gig version, which is the equivalent of the 250 gig iPhone 14 Pro Max when that was new. So the iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, and iPhone 15 Pro did not get any sort of price increase this year, despite reports that we could possibly see higher prices for those. So whilst the rumors suggest that we'll be seeing higher prices for the iPhone 16 lineup next year, I have my doubts based on the history I just told you. So based on all of that, the rumors suggesting that we'll see higher prices for the iPhone 16 lineup next year may not amount to anything. And yes, I know the iPhone 15 lineup just came out and it's kind of early to be talking about the iPhone 16, but I have a video talking about the iPhone 17, so that just kind of puts it into perspective. Look, what iPhone are you rocking right now? I currently, as of now, have the iPhone X with not the nice OLED screen, some cheap LCD screen because the screen just randomly stopped working, didn't smash, didn't break, it just stopped working. So I'm still rocking the iPhone X with like 60% battery life or something. It's a joke. I'm due an upgrade. So what iPhone are you rocking right now? Did you get the 15? Are you waiting for the 16? Are you really waiting for the 17? Let me know and subscribe, comment and like. We've got 50 subscribers. Come on, help a buddy out.